Hey guys, well this plant right here has been on my wish list for quite some time, so I'm finally happy to have it. Meet the super cute, super shy, and the super adorable Mimosa Pudica, aka the sensitive plant. Why so serious, you ask? Well, a couple of reasons. The sensitive plant is an amazing marvel. Now this plant, it closes up when you touch it. The leaves fold up and in, and if the leaves opened up any faster, I could probably sit here all day just touching it and watching it close up and open up again. Because honestly, this is never gonna get old. All right, so full disclosure, there's more. There are a couple of other things this plant is sensitive to. I mean, well, other than the color of this t-shirt, that I'm going to explain to you all. So stay tuned for all of the crucial care tips you need to know and a little bit more. Thanks for checking out this video. I'm Tyler, and if you like what you're seeing or you find this video to be useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, or better yet, you can subscribe to my channel. Now, relatively speaking, these plants are short-lived in the plant world. Now, a lot of folks treat these as annuals. If you are keeping them indoors as a house plant, you can pretty much expect them to last at least a couple of years. On the bright side, these plants do seed easily, and they will also germinate quite easily as well. So no harm, no foul, really. Before jumping into crucial care tips and growing conditions, you do need to know that the sensitive plant is extremely susceptible to spider mites and mealybugs, and ain't nobody got time for that. So please inspect before choosing a plant, and take as many prevention type steps you can in order to ensure that your plant is pest free. If you do get mites, don't panic. There are several things you can do, starting with spritzing the plant with cold water and following that up with some sort of spider mite spray. And if you do that for 7 to 8 days consecutively, then that should, in theory, really help to mitigate, if not completely rid yourself of these mites. And isolation is always a good thing too. Okay, so with that aside, I really do think these plants are worth it. Because A, this plant brings me joy. B, when you touch it, it moves, and that's just badass. And C, they have this purple pinkish pom-pom flower that definitely helps cheer it up from all of this emotional sensitivity. All right, so when it comes to light, your sensitive plant wants all the sun it can get, so place it in your brightest window. This is definitely not a plant you want to give any shade to, because it just won't tolerate any sort of low light conditions. No tea, no shade. I've potted mine up in some coconut coir, as well as a perlite mix, and I did go ahead and add a little bit of extra grit. Now, in terms of watering the sensitive plant, you're going to want to water this plant when the top inch or even more of the soil has completely dried out. Now, the sensitive plant can't sit in water. Well, its roots can't sit in water because that will create root rot and completely kill off your sensitive plant. Now, I've used this pot here for my sensitive plant, Now, I don't know if you can see, it's quite deep and it actually does have a little bit of a ledge. So I'll throw some photos up of what I did. I actually cut out the base of a nursery pot and put that in so it sits on the ledge. And then what I did is I put a little layer of horticultural charcoal, and then I put my soil mix in of coconut coir and perlite mostly. So basically, my sensitive plant is sitting on that. Any excess water will be absorbed by the horticultural charcoal, and then if there's still any other water, it will drain right through to the base of this container, which has, I'd say, a good 3 or 4 inches of space at the bottom there. It's better to err on the side of letting it dry out a little bit more, just because we don't want it to get root rot. And I think a pot like this that doesn't have drainage holes is still a fantastic solution because of the other things that it offers. No need to fertilize the sensitive plant, and these plants don't like it too hot or too cold, but what they do appreciate is some moisture in the air. So best to make some room beside your humidifier. What I can say is when my sensitive plant isn't sunbathing in the muggy air, it's because I've brought it out to play so I can touch it and watch the leaves close up. I'm telling you, it really never gets old. Well, that's it for me. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button or give this video a thumbs up. Miss you guys already. Until the next one.